guys, it's Kate. Welcome to Go Parenting with Narcissist 101. Thank you for joining me. And if you haven't subscribed, guys, please do. Don't forget to like and share as well. Guys, thank you so much for subscribing. Today's topic is three main ways, definitely other ways, of course, but three main ways that the covert narcissists use kids as a supply, the ways that they use kids as a supply. So we already know that definitely, just like everybody else, they use kids as just tools. Their supplies that to get for them to provide them supplies. So these are some of the ways that will come across. One of them is they live through them. Let's say a kid that is beauty pageant or doing some kind of sport, or is an athlete or whatever it is. You will see these people try to take over this life. They themselves that didn't achieve this when they were younger, they couldn't do it, so they didn't have the ability to do it, they didn't have the talent, to do those things. They will now merge themselves into these kids, now trying to live through them, trying to act like they themselves are the one is in the sports or in the team or in the pageant. They're the ones that are doing it. So they almost like take over, if you will, of everything. So now they want to direct, what are we, this is what we're going to wear. This is what we're going to do. This is what time we're going to get up for practice. This is time we're going to get up to, for the game and this and that. They forget that these are achievements of the kids, not theirs. But then they'll, jump into it, act like it, they literally take over. This is them trying to live through, to do things that they themselves couldn't do. So now that's what, the kids are providing. They're, living through the kids. Another one is to make them look good. Make them look good in such a way that, once again, if this is something like a child is a well-known athlete or they're so some attached to some kind of something that the covert narcissist feels like they're gonna collect some shine from. So it's good to come and say, oh, this is my son, because this is different. In the first one, they're trying to live through them. In this one, they're literally trying to get like second-hand praise, collect the shine from them and said, yeah, I'm attached to this person. This is my son. Yeah, this is my son. This is my daughter. So that's the only way that, they want to, use them to tell other people, I'm attached to this person, you know, trying to get some shine off, the kids or whatever it is they're doing or whatever it is they did, this is what they do. Or in the third one where they make them feel better about themselves. In this particular situation, this is where instead of now trying to live through them because of this talent that these kids have or things that they did, or collect some shine from it because of these things that the kids did. Now, because they couldn't have those things, now they're trying to make the kids feel bad about them. Make the kids feel bad about them and then themselves so they can feel good. This is where, like, as a aging narcissist, sees maybe his son, maybe taller than him or look more athletic than him, or the daughter is somebody's the narcissist daughter is getting older and getting up to being a beautiful girl. And so this is where they now become jealous of their kids. So what they end up doing is to tell them all these things that they just to bring them down so that they themselves, the narcissists now, can feel better about themselves. So they can, maybe their son will be, working out or something, and the only thing they'll be saying is, oh, your legs are too skinny, or this is this, you should work more on that, this is and this, you don't really look like you can't really play the game. It seems like all the guys in the team look more fit than you, or you're talking about the daughter now, the mother would be saying something about, why are you wearing this? This is not really, it makes you look this, it make you look that, and this, of course, because they themselves can wear stuff like that, or they themselves can work out like that, or they don't look athletic like, these kids do, or they can do, have all these, good grades, or doing so well in this, having this educational, academic achievement that these kids have. So they'll find a way to, put it down because they themselves couldn't do those things, so they, instead of living through them or collecting shine from them, now they decide to pretty much criticize that, make them feel better so that the kids will, feel better about what they did, or feel like they didn't do as much as the thing they did, bring down what it is that the kids have done so that they themselves can feel better about themselves. So these are some of the three ways that the covert narcissists will use kids as a supply, because all those things that they do gives them a supply, which is simply to boost them up, to make them feel like they exist, to make them feel like they're in control of the emotion. Because when they do all these things to the kids, they obviously, guess what happens? The kids' emotions, they're playing with it, their feelings. They're able to change how the kids feel from day to day just by making comments like this. And of course, they don't know that this is just what a narcissist is trying to do. There's a hidden agenda behind it, just so they can feel okay, in quote, with themselves for that minute, that hour, that day, by saying all these things to the kids, or, making them feel a certain way. All right, guys, get a hold of your mind, and everything else will fall into place. We know the narcissists use everybody for supply, and these are some of the ways that they'll do this with the kids. Take care.